roughly halfway through last season after the previous head coach stepped down on a Sunday. We had him for a TV game on a Monday, stepped up. Moanalua won that one in straight sets. Ultimately, Kahuku had a pretty good second half of the season, but it was very valuable for the young girls to kind of learn and understand the system. The Manutai family and that bloodline very well felt and known within that Kahuku community. She's handled this job well so far. Out to a 6-0 start for the second consecutive year.
You know what else is significant about Lasina Manutai? When she was Lasina Funaki, she was part of that 2002 HHSAA championship team.
And here she is with a terrific staff. Moana on the other side, 5-1. Their loss to Kahuku. They're coming off three straight wins over Kalaheo, Farrington, and Castle. Their next game on the road against Kalani on Wednesday. Again, we have Kalaheo versus Castle coming up on Thursday. Kalaheo sits in the number 3 spot in the East Division. There are 12 total teams, 6 on each side, West and East. All of them make the playoffs. Kahuku wins tonight, likely going to be the number 1 seed. Best of 5 from Salt Lake. Off we go as Riley Ramones opens with an ace. Ramones, a returnee from last year, one of 7 juniors. Got a lot of valuable minutes last year as a serving specialist. Tops one off there to Schilling. This set goes to the backside and picked up there by Sienna Lee. And from the back row, it's a swing there for Siazon. Finally pushed across. It's in the front row there by Waikiki. Sophia grounds. Chased down beautifully there by Moiai, the libero. And now a point here for Moanalua. Tangled up there. I think it was Soliai Tui.
They got the pieces, right? They got the offensive pieces. It's really about finding where they fit in play.
Tight at the net for Tonga. One-handed set. The tip goes to Soliai Tui. Rat-a-tats around. Grounds, flat-footed. Lines one across. Right to Lahingoa. The 3-meter line sliding there. Sienna Lee on the dig. The float to the outside. And a rip here for Waikiki. And finally popped up by Lamona Lahingoa. Here comes Eleanor Lahingoa. Front row there for Waikiki. Here's Siazon. Outside Lahingoa. Off the block. It's Grounds.
And Grounds has been spending a lot of time on the left side, but I like this adjustment. They're putting her out on the right side, not just for the hitting, but more so to be one of the biggest blockers in the state in a really key spot on the court.
I played a lot of reserve minutes attacking the middle of the season ago. Here now stepping up. Some quick kills for her. Eleanor Lahingoa. This is going to be a Kahuku point. Net violation here called against Moanalua. It's on Grounds.
We talked about the ILH teams that went up to the Durango tournament. Moanalua didn't, but they did go to the Hawaii Island tournament at Kamehameha, and they got to play some amazing mainland teams, including Marymount, who won that Durango tournament.
Flying through, it's long here for Waikiki.
And that's going to be the real big question for this Moanalua team is the journey and finding out who can fill the space, because Zaria Queen on the left side, Journey Tang Silva on the left side. There are some big shoes to fill.
And how are you going to handle in-match adversity here? Free chance for Kahuku. The touch came from Moiai. Then the middle gets set again for a swing for Soliai Tui, and it's enough. Kalia Soliai Tui, of course there's Malaki Soliai Tui. Middle linebacker for Kahuku on his way to UCLA. All of those Soliais, excellent. One of 3 All-OA returnees from last season. Into that here from Schilling.
I think Schilling, another one of those X-Factor players. She can have big matches. She can also have matches where she makes a number of errors. So which version of Makamai Schilling are we going to see here tonight?
The Kahuku team that had Chalet Reed after coming off a junior break, then played her senior year. Push for the back corner. This sails long. Moanalua point.
I'm a little bit surprised to say this, but right now Moanalua looks like the more confident team. Kahuku making some nervous errors early.
Both teams hitting triple zeros so far. And a 5-3 advantage. Uh-oh, this one had to be picked up by Eleanor Lahingoa. Ramona sets it, kind of a baby step out there for Kingston Alva'a. Gets a point out of it.
Ooh, I didn't see a touch. Kahuku didn't see a touch. Yeah, this is a pretty rare occasion where you're going to see a left-handed middle blocker. Kingston Alva'a, who's typically playing on the right side, filling the void for this Mo'olua team.
Grounds. There was a dart rotation violation.
Wow.
Oh. Funny Geisen who saw it. Saw the overlap.
And little things, right? Lahingoa leaving a little bit too early.
Here's Tonga. Lahingoa. Huh. Cannon.
On the outside, Eleanor Lahingoa. Typically, she has been playing more in the back row, but doing some offensive hitting. We're seeing a little different lineup here tonight.
Eleanor had 4 attempts here so far this evening. 4 serving 7. Soliai Tui to grounds. Ramone's going to set it. Back outside. It's a rip with the left. Here for Siazon. Chased away by Lahingoa, then finally tipped over by Schilling. Ramones. The backside, some off of it. Lahingoa, then flying is Soliai Tui and just getting over Lahingoa. Ramones one-handed tip, and into the block and out goes Waikiki.
Wow, Riley Ramones with maybe the set of the year. Goes up with the one hand, pushes it out like Micah Christensen. Back in his Kamehameha Kapalama days.
Waikiki able to tack on another. It's her first kill on 3 attempts. Oh, Schilling got handcuffed there. And Schilling, good effort. A better one, though, from Lahingoa to try and keep it alive.
Yeah, and Alan Kabanting, the best at figuring out what the game plan is. And early on, you can see a lot of serves going to the younger passer, Makamai Schilling, really trying to challenge her.
Largest lead here so far, it's 5. This one's pushed over here by Tejada. Had to be chased down by Ramones. She is on, goes cross court. Tonga, good dig to pick it up. Eleanor Lahingoa, free ball across to Lee, then Ramones. Outside it goes, Waikiki. Fought off there by Schilling, chased down there by Tonga, and Lahingoa rips at it right to Sienna Lee. Ramones feeds it, grounds from the 3-meter line, popped up by Tonga. Outside for Lahingoa, twirled it around right in the front row for Ramones. Yvonne tries that side. Net there by Schilling. Oh, outside, Lahingoa through a block. Grounds finally picked it up. Ramones tough on the set, tight at the net, could not get over.
Seen some good defense on both sides.
Amen.
Some good high, deep swings. People being safe. People having a little patience.
Well, hitting 143, Koku hitting 067. Both teams with 10 digs so far. It's a 4-point advantage for the home team. Scott Garcia's chased down there by Schilling. Then Eleanor Lahingoa, tight at the net. Lamona hits it over to Ramones. Yvonne will rock it and rock it long.
It's that point in the set where maybe some of those early nerves have been replaced by long rallies and some deep breaths.
A lot of big inhales and exhales here. Browns, tough pass. It is a Kahuku point. Going up over the top there was Ramones after Time Malia Tejada made it very uncomfortable and did her job for Kahuku. These two teams jousting a dozen seasons with the program here for the girls' side. And Alan Kabanting led the team to 4 OIA titles during his tenure. Unable to get it across. Flings it out. On road across. It's a net called on Mo'olua this time. It's on Waikiki.
Yeah, now Kahuku going and returning the favor. Serving after Sophia Grounds on the other side.
Kind of shook on that way down too and trying to get up for the block. Timeout in a 9-8 set 1 Mo'olua lead. Take all the great OC16 action with you on the go with the Spectrum News app. All the latest local sports, news, and weather that matter most to you. Download it now wherever you get your apps. And louder in here. Inside Moanalua Gym. 8 serving 9. Moanalua led by 5 at one point. Grounds goes to the ground to dig it up. Ramones. Right outside, she's on, it's out, no touch. It's kind of the hitting woes that Moanalua went through the first time they met up north. Got into a weird groove, and Kahuku went on a massive run. The average margin of victory was around 8.5 points in all of their set wins against Moanalua. Waikiki, the flying two-handed tip, met there by Lahingoa. Ramones grounds right through the middle. Oh, good job from Schilling. Eleanor to Lamona Lahingoa off the high hands, met there by Sienna Lee in the back row. Back out, Felici tries to tip it. There goes Moiai, over on 2, Lahingoa. Diving, there's Ramones. Lee bumps it for grounds. And a free chance. Moiai, Lahingoa, and finally lined over there by the Red Raiders. Out, she's on, handled well again by Schilling. Lahingoa flung it outside. Fought off there, met there by Waikiki. Over on 2, there was Ramones trying to get tricky with it, and then it came funky out of the hands for a double contact of Lamona Lahingoa.
Buckle up, Felipe. Looks like we could have some long rallies.
Again, 4 already.
Yeah, and they get in some rotations where you got Grounds in the back row, you've got the lefty on the left side, the righty on the right side. It just not the rotations that Moanalua really shines in.
And both teams hitting under 100. Rotation error again.
And this is a different lineup than we've seen from this Kahuku team in the past.
What about Eleanor Lahingoa?
And they said she left early out of the right back, and Bonnie Geisen set the bar pretty high, and once you see where that bar's set, it's gonna toe the line.
Here's Eleanor to Lamona. Around a double block. I think Brown's got a hand on that. That one popped up there by Noah Carey, who's in for the first time. 6 in the black and the blue. Down the middle for flying tip for Tejana. Just floats in the air. Knocks it home. Her first kill.
Kahuku really been going to the middles early on in this match, especially Soliai Tui with 4 attempts early.
Brown's been doing a lot of passing here early on. Oh, Carey gonna take a swing. That one dug up by Moiai. Out to Schilling. Into the double block. Saved by Moiai. What a save. And a big blast into the block of Carey.
Carey, a skilled athlete, played quite a bit of middle in previous years, but has that touch, has that ball control, could be a key factor here in any sort of run on the left side.
Service error, point given right back.
It's gotten more chill over time. Alan Kabante, right?
Yeah.
Nothing rattles this guy anymore. Ice water in his veins.
Grounds. Fonua now will set it. Carey flies in. Oh.
A really good beach volleyball player as well, has all the skills. It's hard though, right? When you're a sophomore, you just haven't had chances. This is a different scene. Club volleyball, you know, you got your parents and your friends. Here you've got 3,000 people you don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Kira Fujimoto sideswipes it. Back out into the middle. Soliai Tui's denied at the net. Carey got the help in. Schilling takes that rip. Grounds gets the pickup. Net called here on Moanalua. It's against Carey. Tilawana Tonga back in. Timari Felici in for Kahuku and Moanalua respectively.
Early on, Moanalua, a little less offense, but a lot more aces. 4 aces, really the difference in this first set.
Yeah, pretty surprisingly, too. Lee gets it to Grounds, who rips at it. Moiai, then Soliai Tui, Schilling a runner, met there by Lee. The set from Fonua. Goes to the back line and just a little too cute with it. The sophomore, Alessandra Ciazon.
Right, think of all the names. Grounds a sophomore, Carey a sophomore, Ciazon a sophomore.
5 of them in total.
Yeah.
Carey. Oh, Nora jonesing for more swings. A lot of activity here. Came in, set a little bit. Kind of a stabilizing force a little bit here midway through this first set. Here's Ramones. Ramones got the ace party started. Oh, almost handcuffed Schilling again. Back to Schilling. So I feel like every year there's a freshman that steps up in big moments for Kahuku. Schilling might be that young lady. Saw it last year. Of course, Chalet Reed was a part of that terrific group. Won an OIA title several years ago. A lot of very young athletes there as Eleanor Lahingoa pounds it through.
Yeah, another freshman to keep your eye out for is for Kamehameha. They're making the move to Moana Purcell, getting some playing time on the outside hitter position.
Oh, what an ace. Remember, Schilling had 6 of them the first time they met. And she squares up the set at 15.
Just does such a good job of being physical, of hitting at the highest point of her contact, putting a lot of pace on. And it's a little bit of a hybrid. It's got Thompson, another ace back to back.
Continues. And through a fireball into the net. Look at all the terrific names really in the last 10 years that have played for both of these teams. Right? Leah now from Moanalua, JoJo Cruz, Daria Queen. Phoebe Grace came to this program,
yep.
Carrie Williams, right? Wow. Sound like, and it's not just outside middles. I mean, liberos have been phenomenal. It's crazy how these two teams and these programs have kind of survived the test of time and sustained success for so long. Grounds, overpass, almost tapped down there by Tejada. Lee will feed it outside. It's a rip there for Pagan, and that is going to go out. 18-16. Moana led by as many as 5 in this. Then the mid-set run here for Kahuku. Has it in control. Soliai Tui to Grounds who had to pop it up. Schilling. Tonga on 2. Oh! Timeout, Moanalua. Tilawana Tonga. Calling her own number. An underrated, steady setter. It's a good point here for Kahuku, up 3. Well, coming up, we have Rainbow Wahine volleyball for you as the Rainbow Wahine will take on UC Riverside. It's exclusively on Spectrum OC16. The Game On crew gets you going on Friday at 6:30. Some of the JV and White Division players have hung around here as they get ready for the bus ride back to the North Shore when this one's done. Here is Soliai Tui, back to Grounds to pass it. Ramones flies in. Oh my goodness! Collision with Waikiki and Grounds. And out of the timeout, one little unsteady.
Yeah, last time out, Alan Kabanting talked to the setter the entire time. You know, sometimes when you got the young hitters out there, you're gonna lean into the setter, even though she's still just a junior.
Thankfully, both of those players are okay after bumping into each other. Handled by Leah Chu's in, and nearly put down by Alva'a. And it goes to the back row for Soliai Tui. Browns back to Chu. Outside Waikiki. Yes. Just her second kill on her 7th swing. Pulls Moanalua within 3.
Yeah, that time, not the perfect situation, but just composed. Keeping it simple, and I think that's what Moanalua in a lot of ways needs. They're really good at the fancy plays, but can they keep the ball in play? Can they pass the ball? Can they take care of the little things?
Chu outside Waikiki, popped up by Eleanor Lahingoa. Here's Lamona. Oh yeah!
Such a good transition set from Makamai Schilling.
Oh. You ain't kidding.
Right, going from the middle back, shoveling it all the way over. That's about as good as it can get.
For a 10th grader? Stop it. Wow. Browns popped it up here for Sienna Lee. Free chance again. Huku up 4, set 1, best of 5. Lahingoa. Yes.
Yeah, and Alan Kabanting talked about it, right? It's the passing that has been the problem, and they're not giving up a ton of aces. They've only given up 2 aces, but they just haven't been in system. A lot of out-of-system balls. You go against a really solid offense like the Huku, that's a bad recipe.
He asked how many timeouts he has left. Bonnie Geising said none. He used a substitution to maybe slow down the momentum, but right now, his big red locomotive is running downhill, and Sophia grounds. Effective hitter from the back row. Little basketball from Moanalua last season. Good target, bright future for this young woman.
Yeah, her mother, Summer Jennings, on the coaching staff here, played at Colorado State.
And legit, 2 of the nicest people, by the way, you can find. I've talked to them during last year's football season, just so bright and positive. Got a great experience here so far. Now 1.5 years, if you will, at Moanalua. 22 serving 18. Bonnie Geising is going to check with the official scorekeepers, who've been working very hard, by the way. It's been their 3rd game here this evening. And that job is not easy. You ever did it before?
You know, I tried one time.
I lost track.
Yeah, and my players just said, Coach, you know, nice try.
Of course, a lot of these are student volunteers
I can call
usually.
a mean lines, though. I'm pretty good at lines.
I got you. I believe it. Lahingoa to Lamona, who goes in. What an angle.
Such a big swing, so much power. You talked about all the off-season workouts. This team, you know, in the past, I'd say like, hey, Kamehameha by far the best shaped team. I don't know if this Kahuku team's not in that same realm, right? I'm not saying that they're in better shape, but I'm saying they're in the same conversation.
Mona landed looked like awkwardly, and now she's slightly limping, and very slightly limping, and the athletic trainer is going to tend to her at the end of the bench. And it comes at a point where Kahuku's up 4.
Wow, this is not what you want to see if you're Lacina Manutai.
Kiana Vendiola is in here for the Red Raiders. The Moanalua attack now. There's Riley Sky George who's in. The tip in the middle from Tejada. Outside carry, blasted, joust at the net. Oh, it tippy-toed the top of the tape, could not fall down. Grounds from the left. That ball hung up there seemingly forever.
You know, the sophomore setter, Aka Fonua, coming in and doing some good things. Transferred over from Texas. I think you could make an all-sophomore team for this Moanalua squad. There's another ace.
And it's now 5 for Moanalua tonight. And a Kahuku called timeout.
Lucina Manutai talked about the mental game, right? Even if you have a lead in the red zone, things change, and they really change when your senior outside hitter, the person who's your spark, the person who's the heart and soul of this team, pulls her out and goes over, and now getting her ankle taped at the end of the bench.
Moanalua 5 aces here tonight. In this first set alone, they had 6 of the entire match the last time they battled. And on any given night, right, 5 aces. tremendous, right? Even 6. In that first round, Kahuku had 18 aces. Wow. En route to that sweep win.
And that's a good point. Even though Moanalua hasn't been in system the whole night, they haven't given up those free points, right? They've made Kahuku have to go and earn them. Only 2 blocks all night long. Those are both by Moanalua. Then a defensive battle. Both teams not hitting for very high percentages. This has not been the great high-level play that we thought we'd see right out the gates. I think that shows the gravity of the situation.
Yeah, for sure.
Now the key for this Moanalua team, you got all the momentum, and you've been thinking about this throughout the timeout, 2 minutes long on the sideline, and this first serve got to be in.
Rainbow Wahine will take on UC Davis. UH Rainbow Wahine volleyball. That's your Saturday matchup. We'll double dip on a Friday and Saturday for your weekend while the Rainbow Warrior football team's on the road to take on Air Force. Down 2, set 1. Schilling, good pass. It comes out to Fotu. Back to Schilling. Oh, the sophomore slicing him.
Perfect pass, perfect approach, and then the big swing on the outside. Fotu just laying it up perfectly for Schilling.
Moai for the set. Out to grounds. Save there down the line. What a pop-up from Fotu. And Schilling mishits. What a dig there from Fotu.
Toughest role in volleyball, I've talked about it so many times, mentally. The defensive specialists are right now Kira Fujimoto. She's been sitting on the sideline, comes in to serve down by 2.
Schilling tips it down. And from down 5 to a set 1 win. Couple of aces for the sophomore, and Makamai Schilling. Money knocked it home, and the Red Raiders take a 1-0 lead in the match. Well, Kahuku in that first set, despite hitting 171, pay no attention to that. They had 3 more digs than Moanalua, and they turned it on when they needed to. Trailed by as many as 5 in that first set, and Lamona Lahingoa took 11 swings at 273, 4 kills and 5 digs. Shaping up for another nice performance here against the ladies from Salt Lake. Lamona Lahingoa had 11 kills the last time they met. 4 already here and right through the drive-through for the Jack in the Box set 1 stats.
Yeah, not a beautiful first set by either team, but Lahingoa brought a lot of the offense that brought the success for Kahuku. The defense was on point for both sides. Surprisingly good serves from Moanalua, but it kind of curtailed at the end. They didn't keep pushing the gas towards the end of the set, and I think for Moanalua, they can't be complacent. They got to keep being aggressive from the service line, from the swings, everything in between.
And that's one of the more dangerous things about a Kahuku team, right? You think you have a vice grip control over them, but they always find ways to hang around and make their move. But now, we did not see Lamona Lahingoa throughout the last 7 points or so of that first set. Her ankle was being taped by the athletic trainers, and we shall see what kind of impact, if at all, that will have here moving forward.
And this is not a team that has a ton of extra players, right? 11, 12 maybe at most on the roster. It's light.
They do have power in hitters, and Soliai, oh God.
Something that's not light, on the other hand.
Yeah, exactly,
I gotta get on the diet. Thank you for posting that. I really appreciate that, Truck.
Yeah, also, why do I look like a ghost in that photo? I look like I'm all fading away in that one. Look at that.
Diet starts tomorrow.
I feel like I'm haunting.
Were you not there for that match?
I don't know.
A lot of times what happens that people don't know is while Jimmy and I are working hard, doing the research, talking to the coaches, you're like off at the football field or wrestling or gymnastics.
Right. Exactly.
Oh.
Gymnastics, huh?
That's the thing, right?
Yeah, well, part of cheerleading, I guess.
Okay.
But, the Illinois Lahingoa, 2 kills here tonight. Out-assisted Moanlu too, 13-8. Over Alan Kabanting, you see Chad Giesman as well. He's part of the Rainbow Warrior volleyball team for the national championships. He's former coach at McKinley. I don't know how he does. That guy's everywhere too.
Yeah, he might be even. I mean, some changes we're hearing, right, on the University of Hawaii staff. So
he serves the state. He serves a lot of youth athletes. Man, that's a heck of a coaching staff too. Right now, trying to overcome an 0-1 hole right now. Casino Manutai is talking with Bonnie Geisen about something here. Which is delayed the start of this second set for now. As Tonga puts it back in play and set 2's off and running. Sandra Siazon off Tonga, met there by Moiai. And Tonga, long ball goes out to lead. Out for a tip, Alva'a got in the front row. It's hit up there by Tutupovalu. Ramones got it out of the net. Siazon finally shoots it over right to Schilling. Tonga to the middle, and then, oh, look at Grounds. The instincts there, popped it up. Tonga, Moiai. Flying through there is Kotopovalu. Here's Grounds. That's out.
You can see Siazon coming back onto the court after sitting a little bit, and the direction in her brain from Alan Kamati, keep that ball in play. Taking a little bit of power off it.
Grounds from the right. What's the trajectory look like for someone like Sophia Grounds?
She is getting Power 5 interest from, 10 plus programs. Yeah, she high.
And Kahuku gonna take an early timeout. Comes 2 points in. I'll be back. I'm gonna go watch some gymnastics. During the timeout, they were tending to number 11, kind of blocked out on your screen right now, Illinois Lahingoa. They have ice over that left eye. Just checking that she's okay. She's in good hands. She's with the athletic trainers currently. And it's a 2-1. The Huku lead. So, check out a number of different potential injuries scattered out through the floor in this evening. Ground from way behind the 3-meter line. Just took some off of it. Diving down to the ground there was Kotobalavu. Middle. Got it.
Big play for Moanlu. That's a tone setter. Super confident. And she called her own number. Made the pass. Really loud call for the ball.
Here's one of the few times where a Lahingoa isn't on the floor. And a third rotation error here on Kahuku. The match.
And sometimes you just go through a season, you get a little bit relaxed, right, throughout the year because maybe the down ref isn't calling it. And all of a sudden, Bonnie Geisen is.
They've been very consistent with it, too, as Sienna Lee goes into the net. Tied up at 3.
Sienna Lee cousins with one of the great liberos from HBA, Naya Fujikawa.
Also cousins with Hunter Fujikawa, who's the quarterback at Punahou. He's also in the house.
Athletic family.
Outside for a run, Waikiki, and then one popped up by Tonga. Kept alive by Schilling, got it over the top. Ramones, Grounds, blocked at the net. Tejada and Kaufusi helping in.
Kaufusi getting in for some bonus playing time here. And you'll see Lucina Monutai make some interesting subs. Win or lose after sets, she will spin the dial and put in new people into new places. Good serve.
Got an ace.
Maybe a sneaky candidate for player of the year this year. Like just a middle who does a little bit of everything.
Could not agree more. Knight was kind of proving that too with her production. Ramones, Waikiki jams it right in front of Kalfusi. So Mia able to pound that through and put that right in front.
And what I love about what Waikiki's doing, she's not trying to avoid the block. She's hitting high hands, hitting the seam, painting the hands, the fingertips.
Tonga from her knees gets it outside for a swinging Tejada. Tejada, her second kill. Now back in is Lamona Lahingoa, 12 in the red here for Kahuku. Got the monitor, kind of her mobility.
Now we've got the one Lahingoa who had her ankle wrapped, and then we had the other one who's got the ice going.
Shot over there by Fotu, tough one. Grounds. Running all the way is Fotu. Running close is Schilling, punching it across. Lee will bump it up top. Fading back there was Carey, hard angle. Met there by Lahingoa. Schilling the runner. Met there by Lee. Tied at the net though. Floated out. Waikiki punched it again. Fotu, oh, nobody's there but Lahingoa just got it within the antenna. The set there from Fonua, gets it across. Met there again by Fotu. Schilling out.
And here's the question, right? They say that good teams can win when they're playing well. The great teams can win even when everything's not going perfectly, right? And right now, Kahuku, that's a test. Are they a good or are they a great team? Because they've had to make some substitutions. They've had some injuries. How can they work their way out of this?
Into the net here by Riley Sky George for the service error. Kahuku's won 4 of the last 7 meetings here against Moanalua. Kahuku coming off a 3-0 win over Kalaheo just before the weekend. Overpass. Outside and a bomb. Kotobalavu.
Right, you don't expect that, and all of a sudden she elevates against a pretty good blocker and just detonates.
Ooh. Schilling's got 3 kills and 2 aces and 2 assists.
Kotobalavu did a number of camps, got awarded best player at the Utah camp, and actually got a chance to talk to the Stanford coaching staff after she spent time there. And she kind of fits into that outside hitter converted libero role that Ogilvie, Elena Ogilvie fit into. Wow. And they're really taking a good look at her.
Tipped around here by Kalfusi from the middle. Oh, look what I found.
I mean, that's bonus offense, right? You expect those kind of things from Soliai Tui, but on the pass to the left front to run the middle, pretty interesting.
Kahuku hitting 176. Now they're wiping up the sweat on the other side of the floor. This will be the host site of the OIA Girls Volleyball Championships, which we'll have for you in October. En route to the first weekend in November for the state championships. Kahuku hopes to get there. It's been a minute since Kahuku's gotten to the promised land. Running after his carry, just kind of punches that one across. Worked it middle again, Soliai Tui. Oh, great dig there from Lee. Had to be chased down on a run out for George. And just over the top from Grounds. Uh-oh, scrambles around. Schilling way behind the line. And just wide right.
I'll tell you, Sophia Grounds is like, you know, there's this whole wave of Australian punters who don't put in defensive punts, right? They put in really aggressive offensive punts. When she's standing, hits it over or bumps it over like this, she puts pressure on you.
Someone had some hot sauce on it, almost found the floor. 7 serving 9. Tied at the net here. Fotu gets it up, and Soliai gets it down.
Kind of reminds me of Grace Fiaseu, who's now playing at Air Force, doing good things, has the vision, has the compact arm swing, really understands spacing well.
She's going up against a pretty big block, by the way. Kingston Ohio and Savia Grounds.
It doesn't get bigger than that in Hawaii.
I don't think so. Tilawana Tonga. Grounds. Got it through a block, picked up by Moiai. Tonga outside, flung it into the block by Tejada, who got the touch on it. Then Kotobabalavu gets denied. Susan was there.
Susan's such an important player for this Moanalua team, right? She has such a big role. How quickly can she find herself? How quickly can she find that level of consistency?
Tonga, work middle again. Took over by Tejada. Grounds, pounding one. And gets it down for a kill. So Sophia Grounds adds on to her total. 5 kills.
Maybe the most aggressive pipe set we see in the state, right? Moanalua uses it quite a bit.
Gets another ace out of it.
Hitting from such a high contact point here. Ball goes down over the net.
All this is a souvenir. Sophia Grounds able to pound it through.
Monty doing a really good job of slowly making substitutions on the other side. You see Kabanting just, he wants the momentum to flow. He wants the speed of play to remain consistent.
Diana Vendiola's in. See a lot of long rallies here tonight. Not the greatest of hitting percentages, but the intensity level is still high. As Grounds tries to tuck it into that corner, it goes out. 11-11. We've had 5 ties and 3 lead changes here in this second set. Ramones, Waikiki, yes.
You know, against a hitter like Waikiki, if you're blocking across the net, you really got to make sure your hands are facing into the court on the other side, because she is going for that contact. And if you're not faced in, it's going to go out to the bleachers. It's going to go out the back row.
4 kills here tonight for Waikiki. Tonga outside Schilling. Oh, Lee, 2 hands up, got the dig. Ramones free ball across. Tonga. Soliai Tui. Lee got another. Grounds.
Wow, that
in.
is a signature play for Moanalua tonight. 2 absolute blasts that Sienna Lee pops up. And then at the very end, Sophia Grounds out of the back row has been a major storyline here tonight.
Timeout Kohuku. Wait. Well, I don't know if Kohuku's gonna be charged for a timeout, because we already took one earlier. We'll sort this out when we come back. Tomorrow, how about some ILH Division II girls volleyball for you? We have Charles B. Walton Gymnasium for Les Jardins and Sacred Hearts in the nightcap. This is going to be a fun one, too. Damien and University Laboratory. Shout out Dane Teves, Walt Kitan, Damien and University Laboratory head coach, respectively. Or University Laboratory getting to the state final a couple of years ago, too. And, all right, last year as well in HBA. Shout out Maoshiochi. HBA Eagles able to win that one last year. Felici's presence alone helps sealing off at the net.
And this is that point in the first set where Moanalua started laying off a little bit, right? They got to keep the pedal to the metal.
Lee, yes! Oh. 3 aces now for Siena Lee. (15-11) Lee, floating ball. Tonga outside. Schilling's got to step up. And this one goes long. The net called on Moanalua.
Oh, that's like a 2-point swing, right? Some nets, when you net on a kill from the other team, not a big problem, but when you net on an error, those will leave a mark.
It's caught on Cezanne. Kevin, you nailed it at the beginning of the show, too, by the way. It can't just be the stars, quote-unquote stars, that have to step up, right? And we're seeing a lot of supporting cast, at least for Kahuku, because I can't remember the last time Lamona Lahingoa took a swing. She got back in the rotation. Now, we haven't seen Eleanoa in a minute. And it's been a lot of Makamai Schilling getting some swings. Talia Soliai-Tui. And here she is behind the line. Grounds near the net. Overpass. And tapped home here by Kaufusi.
Yeah, 7 different athletes for this Kahuku team getting kills. And the most is 4 kills for a couple of players, right? Everything else is it's 2 here, it's 2 there. Really balanced offense. On the other side for Moanalua, it's really been Sophia Grounds with the 6 kills. And Mia Waikiki with 4.
Off the net and down. There's a positive here for the Red Raiders. Every player on the roster got on the floor this evening. And all of them contributing. And this is roughly the time where Kahuku made their run in set 1. Here they are in set 2, down 1. Floating ball to Lee. Ramones, out it goes. Waikiki, met there from Tonga. Net called Kahuku. Go against Tejada.
A lot of things for Bonnie Geisen to call tonight.
I've been very consistent with it too, right? I mean, 3 rotation errors and seeing a lot of activity at the net. And
this is a stressful match, even for the coaches, right? And your job as a coach is to try to look as stress-free as possible. Hard to do.
Tonga gets it to Schilling, cross court, it's out.
Youthful play, both sides, right? Lots of potential, lots of upside, but how quickly can they find that grit?
Poked it across. Carey, got down by Moiai. One on the attack. Back out to Carey. Off the net. With 4 contacts. Did not hit the block. And Lamona Lahingoa will come back in.
Still limping. And you look at Kahuku and just she's been the one all season long who's said, follow me. And all of a sudden, someone else has got to take that flag and be the flag bearer.
Carey, yes. Just down in front of Lahingoa. So they're testing her early at the net.
And Noah Carey does a really good job of beating your block on the way up. Quick jump, quick swing. You got to be really ready to get off the ground fast if you're blocking against her.
Moanalua for the night, hitting .094. They have 10 hitting errors as well. Schilling tries to bend one. Lee twirls away, grounds, slaps it across. Almost jammed up Kaufusi, over on 2, back to Lee. Chased down here by Fonua. Grounds, yes!
Pretty good beach player, and that was her beach cutty. Was way outside the court and did a really good job. Hits the left side of the ball, follows through with the thumb down. 4-4 cutty.
7 kills for her, hitting .263. Fotu hanging up there. Oh, there the okie doke. Kaufusi changing directions. Go up one way, let's just swipe it the other way. I think I'm going that way. That's an ace.
How many times have we seen the ball clip the top tape, right, and just trickle over?
How many matches are we going to have? 14 combined aces.
Yeah, this is off the charts.
9 for Moanalua, hard to believe. 5 for Kahuku. Schilling got another! Oh. She's the ace queen of the OIA.
Yeah, and this is one of those plays where you really, maybe your setter can go over there and get ready for the trickle, but that's in no woman's land.
She tried it again.
Oh, man. Could you imagine?
She has 10 aces in this series this year against Moanalua. 4 tonight, 6 the last time.
And here's the spot, 2018, up by 2. Gotta push, gotta press, gotta put more pressure on Kahuku. On the other side, pretty good rotation for Kahuku. Got 3 solid passers, got a couple of good offensive options.
Moanalua has 9 aces here tonight. Fujimoto. Service error. Well, points are precious when the set gets tight, particularly one such as this, where if Kahuku wins, and barring any major upsets the rest of their schedule, the last 3 games, could likely end up as the 1 seed. Popped up to grounds. Picked up beautifully by Schilling. Schilling flies and hits it out. Oh, we got net here on Alva'a. On Kingston Alva'a.
We saw one way, now we're seeing one the other way.
Right in the middle. Goes down. Oh boy. Instead of 21-19, it's 20-20, and now it's 21 Kahuku 20. How quick of a sequence.
You got to call a timeout here if you're Moanalua. You got still 2 more.
And they will. Well, a crucial net call swings the momentum here for the Red Raiders. Up a penny. All right, so there's still the concern of Eleanor Lahingoa, and she has the ice over her left eye, but wow. See how swollen it has gotten since. We don't know the exact play of when it happened. We do know it happened early on in this second set. It forced an injury timeout to be called 2 points in. I've yet to see her re-enter the game and hope that she's okay. In the meantime, her team's up 1. Oh, what a dig there from Schilling. And almost recovered by Fotu. And grounds. Able to pound it home.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job of finding her range. And when she gets that ball up high in the sweet spot, going right over the top. Really hard to stop. Red zone time. Who's going to step up?
Schilling. 4-2. Soliai-Tui. At the middle again here. 3rd kill.
We've seen some really aggressive sets from Fotu to Soliai-Tui in not perfect pass locations. I love it. Using the middle.
Kahuku hitting 143 in the set. Moanalua hitting 207. The road team on top 1 in the set. And now wide right for Tonga.
The buildup of this match, these teams, because there's a first round and a second round, a lot of time to think about each other, a lot of time to think about the televised match.
Tonga middle, Lee split dig after the swing from Tejada. Tied at the net again, Tonga, out it goes. Soliai-Tui had to fade back and put it across. A chance for the lead. Out, Siazan. Got it. Siazan able to pound it after Lee's dig to keep the rally going. And Kahuku takes time. 23-22.
Tell you what, Sienna Lee has been really the story of this second set. Moanalua libero, 16 digs.
Wow.
Right?
Almost half as many as they had the entire match.
And 3 of them in this set were like surely kills. Lots of pace, crazy angle. And yet she pops it up. They get the transition swings. Number 1 in white. Number 1 in digs here tonight.
Here for the Moanalua Namenehune, 8 kills for Sophia Grounds, 5 for Mia Waikiki, 4 Kahuku, 5 kills for Makamai Schilling, and 4 for Lamona Lahingo, who's been kind of relegated to more of a passing and blocking role. We've seen Eleanor Lahingo being tended to by an athletic trainer, and also a family member is close by, making sure that that left eye is okay.
Looks more like an MMA injury than a volleyball injury,
yeah.
Right?
Again, moving forward for the Red Raiders, they got Farrington coming up, then Kalani, and then a road game against Castle as we hit the second round of this relatively new OIA schedule format. You only play teams in your division on your geographic side of the division, so home and away series in the East, home and away series in the West. A big matchup coming up next week, Thursday, when Kapolei travels to Mililani for their senior night. And those are 2 of the top 3 teams in that West Division. We saw Campbell dispatch of Nanakuli last weekend. En route to a match that only took 73 minutes. Saw that last Thursday. Just taking some off with Kotobalavu and finally fought off a round. Kotobalavu, yes! What a change of speed here for her 3rd kill.
That whole point, and even before the rally, I was watching Lucina Manutai. You think about it, coach, and you got a plan, and yet here you are without your 2 senior leaders. You're making it up on the fly with new lineups, and you still got a chance to win the set.
An ace sets up set point, timeout Moanalua.
I'll tell you what, if I was Alan Kabanting, I would go and crank the net one more crank right now, right? I'd look for a little more tension, because right now, every ball that's hitting it is landing on the blue side of the court. What is that, 4, 5 in this set?
4 from Schilling, 2 from Talia Soliaitu.
Right?
That one critical from Haley Kotobalavu. In total, 7. This is a youth circle being addressed now by one of the best coaches in the OIA, and Alan Kabanting.
You know, and if you're Kabanting on that side, you kind of have to laugh it off and say, look, hey, we can't control if another ball hits off the net, right? We can only control what we can control. And in a lot of ways, Manutai is saying the exact same thing on the other side. What a crazy, crazy match.
Kahuku took set 1, 25-22. The last time they met, Kahuku swept 25, 15, 16, and 16. We're not done with the East Division. Coming up on Thursday, it's the Mustangs and the Knights. We're in Jimmy's neck of the woods, where he graduated. Rarely we get to go there. We're thrilled to do it. Shout out Jacob Baum, the athletic director of Kalaheo. Be Castle and Kalaheo coming up with Game Day Hawaii, we hope, at 6:45 p.m. Here for the Red Raiders and Lucina Manutai. Feeling she has something special, kind of churning along. Moanalua knocked off Kapolei to win the OI championship last year. Haley Kotobalavu is an ace away from taking a 2-0 lead in the night. And almost got it. Ramones over the top. Soliaitui. Tonga out for Schilling. Roll shot met there by Waikiki. Back to Waikiki. Got into the net. It went out. And Kahuku takes set 2. Tight again. Kahuku finds a way again. Off we go to set 3, and you're watching the OIA on Spectrum OC 16. Well, Kahuku had 18 aces the last time they met. Got off to the ace party a little late, but boy did it turn up in that second set. 7 in total here for the night, and they got 4 of them from Makamai Schilling. Everyone got into the party, which included Haley Kotobalavu, a critical one to set up set point. Kahuku takes set 2, and they're up 2-0 in the match, Kevin Wong.
Yeah, both teams really cleaning things up offensively, hitting for much higher percentage in the second set. The defense is still there. Service pressure has been really key. I'm surprised at how few blocks we've seen here tonight. Teams have been very tentative on their swings. They really haven't been challenging the block down low and have been okay being a little patient up top.
Moanalua for the night, hitting 0.99. Sets 1 and 2 combined. Kahuku at 162. We've seen some fabulous defense. We have 75 combined digs in this one, which includes 17 from Sienna Lee, the libero for Kahuku. How about Makamai Schilling stepping up in certain moments, right? I mean, she's not hitting a great clip in terms of her kills, but I mean, she's made it up in other ways, right? Digs, she's got 12 of them. Aces, she's got 4 of them.
Passing has been really, really steady here tonight as well.
Awesome here for Kahuku.
You know, and what I like about the service pressure from both of these teams is if they're going to make a run through the state championships, got to serve tough, right? Iolani, what's their kryptonite? Serving tough. You know, you think about a Punahou team that's looking for their identity at the outside hitter position, you got to serve them tough.
Kahuku will look to win their 5th matchup against Moanalua in the last 8 meetings, including tonight. Kabanting, briefly talking to him, said, you know, we're gonna need a little bit of more help here tonight in terms of how this team could show up. It showed in spurts, but the bugaboo for Big Blue has been the inability to close out sets and maintain leads. Kahuku's shown a lot of Big Red resiliency. If Moanalua is to win, it'll have to go the full 5. Kahuku looking to bring out the broom, and set 3's underway. Riley Ramones. Tonga outside for Soliai Tui. Off of Ramones. Ground's got a cover, and tough there too. Point here for Kahuku.
Kahuku looking really loose right now. Could see them really opening things up. And if you're Moanalua, you got to say to yourself, hey, how many net trickle plays have there been? And yet we've lost by only 5 points in 2 sets so far.
Overpass. Oh, Schilling, and that one picked up by Waikiki. Couldn't be over the top. Oh, Schilling with a full swing. Out here for Kotobalavu. That's off of Lee.
And the switches happen again for, let's see, Manutai, new libero in play.
Gianna Vendiola in the opposite colored jersey. Kotobalavu goes into the net.
2002, we talked about it. The coach for Kahuku, Mona Ahoy. They go 15-13, 15-11 over St. Joseph's. Tuli Peters Tevanga, the player of the year.
And again, that was played on Hawaii Island Pacific Center in Hilo.
Yeah. You know, and if you look through the rosters back then, it is chock full of talent across the state. Kanoi Kamana'o was Iolani.
Pretty good.
Monia Nihipali at Kamehameha. You had
good.
Sarah Mason, the UH star at St. Joseph's, as well as Jasmine Pa'akala. Like, those are just 5 of the great all-time players from Hawaii history. And Kahuku won.
Do you believe that was 20 years ago? That's wild to me.
23? Yeah, right? Crazy. Back when you were just a pup.
Yeah, and you were 18.
Something like that.
Outside it over there by Kotobalavu. Waikiki just kind of slapped it across. Tonga over on 2. Sneaky with it. Lee gets another dig out of it. Waikiki runs at it and into the net. Tihata was there to surely swat it, seal it off as insurance.
Not a lot of big holes on the defensive side for Kahuku. They do such a good job of court coverage.
Here's Soliai Tui. Grounds. Outside Waikiki. Look out.
Her biggest swing of the night. Been pretty steady all night long. Has Waikiki. 6 kills, 5 digs.
Oh, Kalfusi picked up by Grounds. That bump to Waikiki, lasered it over. Schilling, tight at the tower, denied at the net. Cezanne and Felici tag teaming.
And maybe the first time all night long I can remember where big celebration, big energy. Cezanne brings that, right? And I think they need more of that, does Moanalua.
Oh, Schilling, then quick hands, Kalfusi just gets it across. Chu outside, Grounds, picked up by Tonga. Will be chased down by Vendiola, and Schilling didn't make it. Remember, they changed the libero from Moiai to Vendiola.
Grandma Felici there.
They're caught in the splash zone.
Yeah. A lot of splashes of talent in that family, too.
Look at him scrambling. He was caught off guard in the passing. Chu in the middle. Felici, yes! And Grandma loves it.
Oldest granddaughter, Ryan Felici, played at West Virginia. Got Tamari here. They got a younger brother, Jet Felici, who's up-and-coming star.
And Ryan coaching at with Marino.
Yep.
Right. One of 2 honorable mention selections returning for Alec de Bonting's crew is Felici. With a block diving there is Lee after the Schilling hit. Grounds another swing from distance.
She's able to really put some trajectory out of the back row that you're not used to seeing. Most of the times you're just putting in play. She's taking some big aggressive swings to area 1 and 5.
10 here for Grounds, service error. As on that point, Lamona Lahingoa, who hasn't been the same since that first set after an apparent leg injury. She's kind of battling through that pain back on the floor. A lot of the swings have gone here to Schilling, Soliai Tui. There's Fotu behind the service line. He's on, iron that one dug up by Fotu. Chu, back out to Waikiki. Hard angle, Schilling. Down the middle, it's a 2-handed push there for Kotobalavu. Uh-oh, Grounds has to just stay behind the line, just punch it across. Out to Schilling. Denied. He's on again. Oh, this is one-on-one. Moanalua up again very early on. They've seen the lead evaporate over the duration of a set. Schilling pops that one up. Schilling runs and wide right.
Long conversation here. Lahingoa, I love that, right? She senses that, you know, a little bit flustered, a little bit rushed, a little hurried, slowing things down.
Tight there, finally hit across by Kalfusi, back to Lee. Here's Grounds, diving to the ground. It was Kotobalavu, fading back Schilling, back to Grounds. The set from Fonua goes out, Waikiki goes out.
And Fonua runs a little faster offense, so as a hitter, you have to be a little bit quicker. You got to be on your second step already before she's setting the ball because it's hard to catch up to it.
Schilling 4 aces tonight. Grounds. Carry. Picked up by Schilling. And that's it over by Lahingoa. Fonua back out to Carey. Oh, spun away from Schilling. And it's down. North Carey doing nice things here. A lot of activity in that first set, but quiet in that second set. Trying to turn it on here in set 3.
I think for me, I'd keep her out on the left side if I was Alan Kabanting. I think she just takes good swings out there.
4 kills tonight for Nora Carey. Kotobalavu into the block of Carey. Kept alive by Kotobalavu. Grounds, wants it, has it, touches it. Popped up there by Fotu. Out to Kotobalavu, diving after that one for the Menehune. Carey almost blocked by Kaufusi. Lee slaps it over to Schilling. Middle. At the tip there from Kaufusi. It goes to Grounds, and Grounds just brushed at it. It's going to be tight at the net again, and just into the block. It's down by Felici to deny it. Another long rally ends up in a Moanalua point, and they lead by 5.
4th block of the night for Felici.
Moanalua tonight leads in aces and blocks, and they're down in the match 0-2. And up in the set 12-6. And they're not going to wait till the 13 timeout. They'll take it right now. Kahuku calls time. And Moanalua has doubled up. And it's the largest lead of the match for Moanalua. A couple of the Red Raider faithful up top. A couple of Moanalua fans as well. And another Ryobi fan. Oh, we got another
DeWalt.
Is it DeWalt?
You got no skills. I could tell. No callus on your hands. Yeah. Never done a task around the house.
That involves a DeWalt fan? That one's down, by the way.
You got to get your... There's Milwaukee's red. You got DeWalt is yellow. Ryobi.
Yeah, that's also yellow, right?
I thought it was turquoise.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Yeah, because when I think of lumberjacks, I think of Kevin Wong.
Yeah. Hey, I'll build my house,
that's
man.
true, yeah, that's right. Outside here for Kaufusi. That one's into the net. Kind of landed awkwardly, too. Moanalua in control here, 14-6. Serving more aggressively now. Here's Riley Sky George. Picked up there by Kotobalavu. To hand it across. Oh, a long run to save that one that time for George. Fought off by Schilling in the back row. Lahingoa. Diving after that one was Carey. Grounds. Popped up Kotobalavu. Schilling. Swats it over. Out. Carey into the block. Felici. Carey again.
Pretty high-level volleyball. Last couple of rallies. Moanalua really has found their groove. And a lot of offense out of a lot of different people. And you look at this Kahuku team, they look a little flat. Look a little tired, maybe even.
And a 6-0 Kahuku run. Or Moanalua run, I should say. And now make it 7-0.
You know, and if you're Kahuku, you're redrawing the roles, right? You're reconfiguring the system because 2 of your key players, your 2 senior stars, have kind of been neutralized tonight by injuries.
That one goes out.
One injury was the most basic one you see every single day on the volleyball court. You know, kind of a tweak of the ankle. The other injury, I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Yeah. We still haven't seen Eleanor Lahingoa on the floor. Grounds into the double block, picked up by Carey. Grounds one more time. Right there by Kotobalavu. Kotobalavu. Oh, what a fight away there, and a pickup for Fonua. Kotobalavu off the block and out. Oh, George and Fonua got off after a tee-off from Kotobalavu, and ooh, that one, it might have hopped off the hardwood. But still a great performance down the left. There's Grounds that try and answer back. Sliding around. Fotu got that second contact, and that one is over and out. Just non-stop action here. Everyone's scrambling around. Winston Alva'a in. Mira Fujimoto is in. Koku's only lost one set all year. It was to Kalaheo in their last outing. That was 25-16 when they lost it. They're down 9. Hanging up there, Kotobalavu, yes.
You know, and Kotobalavu's starting to find her groove, and I think this is one place where you get an experienced setter, you start going over to her more and more and more, let her work her shots. There's a time to divide it up and to keep everyone involved in the offense, but when you're down here, when you need a little bit of spark, it's a good time to start repeating as well.
Waiting for Felicia to check in. Bonnie Geison's checking the scores table.
Yeah. Wait. Well, that's a good one.
Yeah, that pointing, that looks like me when I got caught doing something and you point, no, not me. That was him over there. That was Felipe.
And this will involve a discussion here with Marcel Molina, the up official.
And the question is we got a little pointer from our rosters. There might not be, it might be a rostering thing where.
Yeah, because Kiana Vendiola was wearing 6, now she's wearing 7. So what, 6, 6, 7? You know, kind of. What was she gonna wear?
But I'll tell you, is talking to Kahuku before the match, Jillian Yamagata, the AD, actually told me that there was going to be a substitution in jerseys, but I'm not the official. I'm not the scores desk.
But you were very kind to tell the rest of the crew too, by the way.
I told the crew, but I don't know if I told Uluvale. And you know what? We're midway through the third set. That's something that you usually try to want to catch a little bit sooner.
Because she had played as a defensive specialist, and then when she became the new libero, she still wore the same number, just a different colored jersey. And that's what this discussion is about.
We got dancing, we got...
With no music, by the way.
Skipping. We got, the bingo card has been pretty full here tonight.
Cause of this delay too, and so look it out, and this discussion will happen with Lucina Monotai. So she's holding the roster, by the way. And again, before every match begins, a roster has to be submitted in addition to your starting lineups for that first set.
Haven't seen a cartwheel yet. There hasn't been a dog run across the court. No break dancing.
Nope.
But beyond that, we've had pretty much anything else. No bulldog mascot.
Nope. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Yeah,
probably
tomorrow. Likely tomorrow. And again, big picture, obviously, in this East Division. These two are the top 2 teams in the East. 6-0 versus 5-1. All of them qualified for the tournament, as we mentioned already. But that yellow line, very significant, because the top 2 will get first-round byes. And just 5 berths, by the way, will go to state tournament of the 12 eligible teams. It's the East side of things. When you flip it to the West side of things, right? We saw Campbell knock off Nanakuli last week, Thursday. Kapule's got a big matchup next week against Mililani. They still have 1 or 2 more games in between now and then. The top 2 will get byes as well. 5 teams from the OIA. The Big Island will get 3 teams heading into the state tournament, 2 from the ILH for the Division I tournament. What brand is that?
That's Ryobi.
Okay. because the back is a different color? They look like the same fan to me, except with
it just shows. You know, you probably got 1-800.
What?
Don't you call? You got
1-800 what, Kevin? Come on. What?
You call the like a handyman, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
1-800 handyman.
Handyman. Oh God.
Oh man.
Are you
1-800 handyman.
when they go or no?
Still working on. Your Oscar here.
Okay. Let's go. Next ball.
The delay could potentially warrant a yellow card, but now a discussion to be had here.
Yeah, so let's go. You know, just did a little Google while we're waiting. Ryobi is the lime green.
Okay.
Makita is the turquoise.
Okay.
Rigid is orange. DeWalt yellow. And red is Milwaukee. And pretty much any tough guy who's got any kind of skills is on one of those teams, except for Felipe.
That's right. Hey, quick question. What happened to you?
I'm off the rails. I'm off the rails. It's been a crazy night.
It's been a crazy week for all of us here. And this is probably the lengthiest delay. And again, Saturday, this happened.
Yeah.
We had a transformer within the area in Kahuku kind of blow up, and it knocked out the power in Kahuku, and it ended the game and suspended it with 2 minutes left in the first quarter between Camo and Kahuku. And here we are now, first game of this week on a Monday.
We're back.
We're back. Yeah. Ultimately, the scores remained the same through all of it, and then almost tapping that one down was Tejada. A roll shot for Cizan, who gets it to hit the floor. Fourth kill for her.
High energy, high excitement, finding different speeds, right? Finding the 70% pitches. When you're young, you want to swing as hard as you can, as many times as you can. And then as you get a little bit more mature athletically, you start thinking about decisions and efficiency.
Lee, Chu, grounds, Tonga, Schilling. Out. Well, everything kind of moving in the direction of Moanalua right now, and Cooper just trying to survive the wave. Ball coming right after Alan Kabanting, and just like he's been there before.
No flinch in his game.
Tonga just didn't get it at the top, but then it's Tejada to back it up. Waikiki scrambling around Tejada. Tonga gets it over on 3. Chu. Alfa. Where you been?
She's instant offense on the free ball. They run her on the 3. They run her on the back 1.
Alfa with 3 kills, hitting 600. There's 5 attempts here tonight. Tejada goes into the net.
I'll tell you what, Kahuku's kind of dug themselves a hole in points for sure, but also the body language, the energy.
Yeah. Nuance flipped for the other team. And Moanalua and grounds almost got an ace out of it. Front row there for Alva'a. Grounds popping through. Huh. 11 for grounds.
They call it the Bic. That time in system, they run the back row quick, the Bic.
A 22-10 lead. Another good serve from grounds. Hit over by Toliai Tui. Izan able to pop up by Kortobalavu. Toliai Tui. Lee to grounds. Goes out. Yeah, let's go back and look.
Hey, I'll tell you, the Bic, invented in the UCLA gym while I was there. It's this back row quick, and it was Steinmetzger, the Hawaii star, who's now the coach at Texas Beach, setting Jeff Nygaard the player of the year. And initially, they would signal it by you thumbing your nose. Well, they found out pretty quickly everyone could see that signal, and they said, oh, we got to switch it up. So actually, they turned it into like you flip a Bic lighter, and that was the call of the Bic, and it still is to this day.
Dropping knowledge, that's very, very cool, yeah.
I got to watch. I wasn't part of any of it, but I got to have a very close stage to it all.
I heard they were better than the Ryobi lighters. Here's a Soleil Tui to get it across the grounds. Outside, Waikiki goes out. The crazy thing is we're seeing a lot more of those sophisticated type of sets kind of trickle through from the college ranks down to the high school.
Yeah.
Some of the elite level high schools nationwide, and even here in Hawaii, high level.
Yeah, I'm interested to see this upcoming boys season because I think we could just start seeing some options like we saw with Moni Nikolov and Tread Rosenthal. I think that's the next wave.
Schilling, big blast into the double block. Schilling again, rattled the cable, picked up by Chu. Lee, Chu picked it up. Tonga, where are you gonna go? It's a Schilling. Oh, Schilling.
Older sister Kaliko Schilling played at Coppin State for a bit. Also a Kahuku star.
And Moanalua 2 points away from sending this to a fourth. Salfusi to grounds. Waikiki into that block. Waikiki got the cover. Chu goes to grounds. Rolled it over. Everything in the bag here of grounds.
Yeah, she's been the difference in this third set. 12 kills now, hitting 250.
And set point for Moanalua.
You know, and I don't mind that aggressiveness from Moanalua. They got 10 aces, they got 11 errors. That's been really one of the keys to keeping this Kahuku team out of system and out of sorts.
All hitting 179 here in this set. Kahuku hitting minus 162. Overpass. Salfusi. Moanalua can send this to a fourth. She's on. Yes. And just like that, Moanalua controls set 3 and hands Kahuku just their second set loss of the entire season. This game's not over yet. Off we go to the fourth in this presentation of the OIA on Spectrum OC16 from Salt Lake. Continues after this. Moanalua turned it up in that third set, hit 200 for the frame. Sophia Grounds helping in that cause at the net. She is on. Felici helping out. She had a couple of denials there. Her presence alone kind of altering a lot of Kahuku shots. Grounds, I feel like more than half of her swings have come from the back row here. She's taking 36 rips at it. Got a third of them down. Everything in the bag of these players. Moanalua wins this set 25-14. Second set loss of the season here for the Red Raiders. And Moanalua Kevin Wong hanging around.
Wow, the wheels just fell off the Kahuku bus, right? It was late for the first match, and now they got a flat, and they got to fix it quickly. Offense is struggling. They still are playing good defense, but got to pick up the pressure from the service line because this is scary times. Moanalua starting to turn things around.
And set 4, here we go. And the dedicated fans who have stayed in the relatively late hours, or 3 minutes shy of 10 o'clock. Again, if you're just joining us, we got on the air a little late because the bus at Kahuku came a little late, and that first match of the night, the JV matchup, went to 3 sets, kind of pushed everything back. Moanalua's white division team swept Kahuku, and now this going to a 4th set. It hasn't been the best night for either team in terms of hitting, but man, are there a ton of storylines in this one, right? The injuries, and again, we hope they get better here for Kahuku. Moanalua showing a little bit more resilience, and the youth trying to help pick up the slack. And hey, Aaron. Aaron, Who's a Moana alum, by the way. She's assistant coach for the JV program.
That's going to be a key player here. Lamona Lauingoa, really quiet third set. Her team needs her.
And
needs that emotion, right? Needs that emotion, needs that energy. Still hitting for the highest percentage of any of the Kahuku players.
We've only seen her pass the last 2 sets.
She's a big threat. Talia Soliai Tui a big threat as well.
Are they going to give the point here? Yes. So there was a point that was supposed to be awarded. It's going to be interesting here. Give the serve here to Moanalua. Will a point be added? We haven't seen it yet on the scoreboard.
Saw a red card though, right?
Yeah, so the point officially now up, so. And again, that goes back to the roster issue that we saw, but the point wasn't awarded in that 3rd set. We see it here to begin this set because this ball was off the block and out. Taia Moiai is back in as libero for Kahuku.
They're asking for the line person.
Yeah,
only one line person out there. Here's the other one running over.
And some of the younger division Moanalua teams are, and there's still no lines person on that side. I'm trying to direct her. Sorry.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle out here.
Yeah, for sure. All right, now everyone's in place. 1 serving 1. Waikiki meets Soliai Tui. A lot more energy to kick off this 4th set for Kahuku than it was in the 3rd set.
Yeah, and you're right, right? Lauingoa, it's not even about the hitting or the blocking or any of that stuff. It's really about how the celebration happens with that energy between plays.
Brown still swinging hard. Tonga outside for Schilling. Just gets the line.
It's a big swing for Makamai Schilling. Missed a few in a row. Took a little bit off that swing, just hitting deep high corner.
18 digs for Schilling. Wow. All over the floor tonight.
Tight.
Schilling. Antenna shook. It was off the set of Kahuku and then hit the antenna. And a point here for Moanalua.
Right out of the hands of the sitter. That ball looking like it went a little bit tight.
Service error. We'll give it right back. Kahuku with Farrington, Kalani, and Castle to finish out their regular season schedule. Moanalua with Kalani, Kalaheo, and Farrington. Their next 3 outings. He's on, oh man. Like the game started. 5 for her.
Yeah, doesn't look tired at all. Still taking big jumps, big swings, and I'll tell you, each successive set, number 18 has gotten a little bit more confident playing at the best of her ability right now.
Tonga. There's Lauingoa, her first real swing in a minute. Gets that one home. She's got 6 kills, hitting .312 now.
We'll play some back row now too. They're going with the, I think the 5-1. I think they're going to continue to have Tonga set in the front row.
A running start for Waikiki. Got there by Moiai, but going over the center line was Waikiki. That forward momentum took her over.
Yeah, Akafanua runs a really quick set, and you can see right now Waikiki a little bit late on the approach. Need to be on your second step as she's releasing that ball. Some setters run a little higher pace. It maybe comes from a little bit lower location, so you can get away with being on your first step, but Akafanua running it quick. It's probably some football, you know,
Bud Lights.
analogies, right?
Yeah. Out there for Lahingoa with a hammer, got in the back row. Here's Grounds. Moyai, good job to pick it up, and nobody helped her out. It's Sophia Grounds, huh? Just a ball of energy.
It's turned into the Sophia show. 13 kills, hitting 263.
Schilling, oh man, what a power. Grounds answers back, but Lahingoa's there. Tonga to Schilling to run after it. Met there by Sienna Lee. Out there for Carey, picked up there by Moyai. Tonga flung it out, Lahingoa from the back row. Met there by Fonua. Lee eases it up for Carey. Popped up there by Kotobalavu. There's Grounds near the net. Oh, 2 Red Raiders went up, but Moyai kept it going. This is still alive. It goes to Grounds. It rattled the cable. Diving after it, Kotobalavu. And flat-footed for Lahingoa. Out to Grounds for a 6th attempt in this rally, and that one's good.
Some really good scramble plays for the Kahuku side. For the first time tonight, you see Sophia Grounds hands on the hips a little bit. That's gonna test the cardio. 6 swings, you said, huh?
Ooh. 14 kills now. Schilling through the block. There is Grounds. Fonua out. And George goes out.
And I wonder, so many teams will drop back off the pipe like you just saw there, but Sophia Grounds, you might want to think about keeping some blockers up because she's able to get so on top of the ball.
Just 14 kills and 14 digs. I thought someone's covering a lot of ground. And that's an ace. Schilling adds on to her total. Just 5 aces this evening.
Really interesting stat line across the way. You take a look, 7 kills, 11 hitting errors, 5 aces, 6 service errors, but 18 digs too, right? Like some really strong categories, and then some that she's going to improve on her journey through the high school ranks. Sky's the limit potential.
Fujimoto to Moyai. Out for 2 and a push, Kotobalavu. Grounds. Still swinging hard. That one picked up. Tonga tries to go on 2. Met there for Fonua. Out to Carey. Met there for Moyai. Schilling. Kotobalavu. Free chance. It's Grounds.
Just really disciplined, right? Doesn't bring the ball down low, keeps it up high, so everyone's reaching up with her. And when you're reaching up high like that, hard to turn it back in.
She's taken 43 swings. It's about a third of the entire swing total here of Moana tonight.
And Schilling at 37 on the other side.
And at the net there by Tejada, and Tonga trying to sneak one over. Tilawana Tonga has been all over the place here tonight. Been steady with her passing, with her setting. Keeps Moana's front line guessing. Kotobalavu met there by Fujimoto. So shot there for Carey, met by Moyai. Here's Lahingoa from the 3-meter line. Fujimoto carries it over for Grounds. Just rifles one across. Tonga has to come over to set Kotobalavu. Grounds overpass. And it landed in! Right in front of Lahingoa. What do you do here?
Really good swing, right? I think the rule of thumb, play the close ones, especially if they're easy like that.
Good call, landed in. Moyai. Tipped across. By Tejada. Kicked right back over by Fonua. Tonga. Kotobalavu down the line. Adds on another. She's got a half dozen.
Devontae want that ball out. It looks straight down to me. Hard to see from that angle.
Get it through without touching the antenna. You're not blocking line.
I know. Hey, stop. I keep telling her to get out there. Hey, gotta get out there.
Carry on here with Fonua. Kingston Alva is also on the floor here for Moanalua. This goes to Grounds again. Grounds fades and fires. Popped up there by Schilling. Lavingoa bump set goes to Kotobalavu. Here's Sienna Lee. Back to Fonua. Here's Grounds, another tip. That one across over and one. Oh, the pickleball shot. One-timed it here for Lavingoa. Oh, man. Kitchen to kitchen again. Smart shot, well done.
At this point in time, it's almost like the players are a little punch drunk and
woozy, right? Almost out into delirium.
It's been a long night. This is late for volleyball. Not that late for football, right? You guys are doing this all the time, but volleyball world, this is a late night.
And the service error. Service error actually knocked off a phone that was recording on a tripod. 11-11. Alpha. He's been flawless from the middle.
You know, because of the way that Alan Kabanting runs the roster and the lineups, he's got more rested, fresh troops out there, right? He uses a deeper bench. He's got more people going on the court.
Moiai, Tonga, Kotobalavu. Where is she getting this energy from?
Yeah, when she's playing at her best, she's chewing the gum and just exuding all kinds of swag.
7 kills for her to go along with 16 digs. Got to be chased here by Chu. Grounds. Oh! Gets grounded by Soliai Tui. Woo! Talia touching one off. Everyone brought their fans here tonight, it seems, and even the big fans that are cooling off this gym. People are going to be big fans of Makamai Schilling when her high school career is already over.
Amen.
7 kills for her, 5 aces, and 20 digs. It's a remarkable performance from her. Waikiki, a flying tip. And a net called on Kahuku. Soliai Tui. Not close in there. Got up 18 near, yep. For the forearm, like 18 is there. 13 up. Oh, Moy had a dive after it. Schilling, good job to recover from it. Kotobalavu keeps it going. Chu. He's on. Oh, fought off there by Tonga. Double block comes up. It's off the hands of them. Tonga put it back out for Lahingoa. Lee back out. He's on, got it. 6 for her.
Yeah, doing a really good job of digging herself out of the hole now, hitting 115. She's got 3 blocks as well.
So he's on hitting 115, as you mentioned. Her blocking ability has been terrific here tonight, and Sienna Lee adds on to the total.
And Alan Kabanting at the end of that play kind of has that look of like, finally we got one.
They've out-aced Koku tonight, 11-9. Soliai Tui fought off by Lee, and Soliai Tui goes out, no touch.
Sienna Lee has had 5 or 6 just picture-perfect digs tonight. 28 in total. Everyone a little different, too.
Into the net.
11 aces, 14 errors. I don't mind that, right? Also for Kahuku, 9 aces, 10 errors. That takes some chances.
Here's Soliai Tui. Into the net. Oakland took set 1 and 2, 25-22, 25-23. Moana counterpunched with a set 3 win, 25-14. Here we are in set 4. Moana trying to take this the distance. People trying to end it here and pretty much lock up a 1 seed if all things hold true towards the last 3 games of the season. Carry picked up by Tonga. Lahingoa picked up beautifully there by Fonua. Brown swipes at it. Tonga's there. Hit up over the top 2 times, 3 times, and Grounds just got it over. Tonga, out it goes. Schilling. There's Lee on her 29th dig. Grounds picked up there by Kotobalavu. Schilling out. Incredible stuff.
Some great defense. Both sides.
Tejada tries to push for the deep corner line. Over on 2. Oh, you're kidding me. Fonua.
That is not in any of the books. Calling her own number and just coffin corner where things go to die. Look at the body language. That has told it all for this Moana team. Down 0-2 early in the match. Easy chance to throw in the towel, write it off, but they have really done a job of fighting back. And on the other side for Kahuku, this is a team that had all the things going, right? And then one injury after another freak injury. And now it's not plan B, plan C. You're looking around, looking for answers, and the test got pretty tough.
I'm sure you've been through some exhausting matches in your playing career. How did you mentally kind of push through to the end of the tunnel?
You know, I think it was much easier when I got later in my career and I knew how to pace myself and I knew how to kind of save the 5th and 6th gear for big points, big stages in matches. But when I was early, like, you know, some of these sophomores, some of these freshmen, I didn't have that figured out. Hard to do.
That's the thing, right? If you're going to win an OI championship, well, you got to go through some of these challenges. And for Kahuku, been battling injury to 2 of their best players in Lamona and Eleanor Lahingoa. Supporting cast has picked it up. Makamai Schilling has taken 39 swings, just 7 kills.
I'm trying to see if I even see Eleanor Lahingoa on the bench.
If you're just joining us, she had a injury to
very
her eye.
The very end of the bench, yeah.
They iced it and took the ice pack off. Schilling just touches it for the front row to Waikiki. Rounds, hello. Right through the block and picked up by Tonga. Moiai goes out to Lahingoa. Into the double block. Felici was there. The cover by Moiai. Kotobalavu way behind. There's Carey. Out for Waikiki. 8 for her. And Moanalua here. Like millimeter steps in the first and second sets to try and make a late run. Taking gigantic leaps in the late points of sets 3 and 4. And a point for Moanalua into the net. Tonga might have backpedaled into the fence. Oh, yeah. Elbow clipped it. Middle attack, Tejada. Carey, Tonga. Moiai to Schilling. Oh, another good dig by Lee, but negated by a net call here on Moanalua.
You know, there's different styles of libero play, and Sienna Lee just has this easy-going rangy style. Some are more ballistic, some are more divey. She's just got this elegance and grace in the back row. Never seems like she's panicking.
Side swipe over. Lee has to pass it up there for Carey. It's a decent set to get it there. Carey just hits it long.
Arlington Bonting thinking very hard. They've given up a few points and calling the timeout here. You know, a lot of coaches might think a 5-point differential is plenty, but you know, you've been around the block a few times like Alan Kabanting, and you know, yeah, momentum's everything, and you can't assume that they're going to win this set just yet.
Yeah, because remember, that's a great point that you made, because remember, they were up 5 in set 1, 9-4, and then all of it quickly washed away for the Naminehune as Koku won at 25-22 in that first set. That's what's coming up down the line for Naminehune. Against a Kalani team, against a Kalaheo team, against a Farrington team. Iolani, by the way, knocked out Mid-Pacific in 4 sets. So Iolani still remains perfect on the year. Waipahu knocked off Aiea in 4, and Lelehu knocked off Kaimuki in straight sets. Yeah, you know, I think a good amount of people feel how you feel, brother.
you know, you kind of reassess at this point in the match, right? It's hard to see. Like, came in here tonight thinking, like, maybe Kahuku could be one of the front runners. But, you know, I've been seeing the same things that Lucina Manutai has seen tonight, right? Which is like, they've had to dig deep. They've had to get real creative with the bench. They've had to put in lineups that we haven't seen all year long, and this is not a team that goes very deep.
Nope. So we're just 11 players, and we've seen all 11 on the floor at some point here tonight. Wanalua hitting 143 in the frame. Google hitting 051.
The crazy thing is 8 of their 11 players have had kills tonight. Two of the other players are liberos, so just one of their non-liberos hasn't got a kill yet.
Oh boy.
And she's the setter.
Combined, we've had 160 digs. Wow. Plus 8 here for Moanalua. That shook. It's against Kahuku. It's against Tihana.
Another sign of the sloppy play. That's the 10th blocking error we've seen here tonight.
Wow.
Seen some really good defense, seen some really good serving.
And like dozens of long rallies, it seems, too. George. By George. Did it again.
A little fatigue setting, arms are getting heavy.
Mom spaghetti.
That's almost like 3 nets on one. 3 for.
Counted through Tihana. Set in the middle for Tihana. Can't get it across. And just like that, Moanalua a point away from sending this to a 5th. The loyal ones that have hung around are watching a potential 5th set forthcoming. And George pokes that one long. It's homecoming week for Moanalua, by the way, which includes their football game. Alan Kabanting is asking how many timeouts he has. He'll take one right here.
Wow.
And it comes at 24-17. They've used both already. Homecoming very special, obviously, for a lot of the schools. September, October are usually the homecoming months. This will be a week full of student government activities, which includes the homecoming banner competition to see who wins that between all the 4 classes. A floor show, which is like little 10-minute skits that each class does, and they perform it here inside this gym. And the theme this year for the homecoming is country. So it's been a popular theme. You know, country wear, cowboys, right, Poniolos,
Giddy up,
stuff. Yeah. And saddle in, sir, because it's either going to be a gigantic comeback for Kahuku to win it. You're in for one more set. 24-17. The complexion really changed, and the lineups kind of changed because of personnel for Kahuku. And you look at someone like Sophia Grounds again. She took 51 swings. She has 16 kills. She's the only one in double digits, kill-wise, for the team in blue.
And 17 digs too, right? The number 2 for this Mo'olua team after the libero.
Yeah.
That pace, we might have a whole sweater by the end of the match. Turtleneck to boot.
We've seen 31 digs. We've seen fabulous libero play from both teams. 31 digs for Sienna Lee. And Alan Kabanting and Lucina Manutai coaching very hard still. Burn the final timeout. And still with school coming up tomorrow. And about a 55-minute drive back to campus here for Kahuku. This one shanked. Chased down by Carey. Kahuku, and they score here. Goes out. Otobalavu. Yes. 8 kills for her.
Yeah, for Kahuku, it's been Talia Soliai-Tui and Kotobalavu putting up the big numbers.
Got to fight off 6 of these. Lee, one-handed set to Grounds to tip it up and kept alive by Tejada. Kotobalavu back to Grounds. Out to Carey. Met there by Schilling. Kotobalavu over the double block, found the floor.
Nice, patient, high swing off the dig from Schilling. Schilling's just all over the place, right? Passing looks good. The defense has been dialed in.
Anxiety building for both teams right now. Schilling darts one over to Grounds. Grounds calling for how to find it. Just swatted with the right hand to fight it off. Moya gets it outside. Kotobalavu answers. Remember, Moanalua without timeouts cannot stop the momentum, otherwise use a sub. And they will here with Kingston Alva'a back on the floor.
Wow, this is a little bit of an unusual sub. They're going to take the libero out in the back row. You know, Monty telling all the players, like, hey, I'm just trying to slow things down. Bonnie Geisen looking for a rotation error right now.
Outside, Carey. Cross-court, Schilling. Can the streak continue for Kotobalavu? Yes!
I'll tell you, she is relentless. One of the most fit players in the state. End of the 4th set, doesn't look tired at all.
It's a 5-0 run. Kotobalavu help carrying Kahuku right now. Schilling. Grounds wants this. Popped up by Schilling. Kotobalavu. Oh, it is off a touch from the linesman. Overruled by the up official. No touch. Moanalua takes set 4. And so this marathon match continues in Motown. And shouldn't it? Off we go to set 5 when you come back. And so 4 sets down, little right down the middle. 2 apiece. These are the set 4 stats.
Defenses winning out over the offenses. Passing actually winning out over the serving for the first time all night long. A lot of hitting errors. You got to clean it up here in the 5th set. You got to keep the pressure on. So many times we see in 5th sets hitting errors, service errors. You got to keep the ball in play.
And so the faithful ones and the ones with a little bit more energy have stayed till this 5th set. It's the first 5-set match in the series, by the way, in the last 3 years. Since 2022, Kahuku defeated Moanalua in a HHSA quarterfinal matchup. Remember, Kahuku that year finished 3rd in the state tournament. And so these two teams that have put on shows and some of the greatest battles Recent history in the OI girls volleyball ranks.
So easy at this point in the match, if you're Kahuku, to say shoulda, coulda, woulda. Right, and yet you got to dig a little deeper. And we are seeing both Lauhingoa sisters for the first time in a long time.
You see Eleanor right there, kind of wiping her eye, making sure she's okay. See some of the swelling on that left side.
Hit the middle ball.
And of course, if we needed a score cap in sets 1 through 4, it'll be capped at 27. And no cap, got to win by 2 here.
You can see that left eye still fighting it to keep it open.
This match has gone 2 hours and 20 minutes so far.
I have been broadcasting volleyball for way too long. Beach, indoor. I have never seen an eye injury.
They got one here. And it's her first appearance since within the first 2 points of that second set. And so we shall see how that'll play into effect. It'll be Aka Fonua to get us going in set 5. And it begins with a Soliai Tui swing, dug up by Lee. There's grounds, picked up by Tonga. Moiai goes out to Schilling. Schilling dug up by Lee after Sophia grounds went down and popped right back up. And Waikiki can't get it over the net. Let's talk about the first 5 points. You can get out there first, kind of checkpoint your way. Who's going to step up? Makamai, Schilling, and Kotobalavu have been great. And behind the service line, Koku continues.
Yeah, Manutai doing a really good job of getting her best server with now 6 aces to start off the 5th set. What a great strategic move.
Schilling with 6 aces. Gets it right back here to Carey. Flying through Waikiki. Got a fist on that. Overpass. Felici got denied by the cable. Popped up here for Waikiki. Shot it across. Tonga to Lauhingoa. One-handed tip right there for Lee. Goes out to Carey. Met there by Schilling. And Lauhingoa will shovel it over. That's Illinois' first contact here since the second set. Here comes Grounds. 17 for her.
Amazing match. Playing 6 rotations, not looking tired at all.
Still fresh. Here's George to Lauhingoa. Middle for Soliai Tui. Popped up there by Fonua. Here's Grounds. Oh! Got the ball down. Koku got caught in the net. It's a point. Either way.
A lot of range, right? It's hit a lot of angle, a lot of seam. That time turning it down the line. Vision.
And that eye still being checked on here by Illinois as the serve goes out.
Yeah, and Lauhingoa going through the front row, that's not going to really hurt her as much, right? But I imagine, like, what happens when she gets to the back row? And is she setting with not perfect visibility, right? It's going to be an interesting dynamic.
So keeps kind of checking on that eye and still rubbing it. Fonua to Felici, tips it right in front of Tonga. Soliai Tui, a back bump here to Lamona Lauhingoa. There's Sienna Lee. Out to Sophia Grounds.
Unconscious. Really good set there as well from Aka Fonua. That wasn't the easy set, right? She was pulled way over to the far sideline, but she knew Grounds a hot hitter. Keep feeding her.
And how many different elevation levels has she hit a ball tonight, right? Of the
pretty crazy
58 total swings she's had. 3-3. Middle attack. Met there, Kalfusi. Trying to push it across. Grounds. Got blocked. Covered beautifully there. Grounds, another attempt. Picked up by Moiai. Good dig. Tonga. Lauhingoa. Yes. Right after Fujimoto. Just couldn't pop it up.
Not a lot of approach here. Just 1-2 steps. High over the block. Making it up as she goes, right? And they take Eleanor out so she won't have to set in the back row.
Put in 4-2 to serve 2. Alfa'a hits out. And for Alfa'a, that's her first hitting error tonight. And it comes in set 5.
Man, if you didn't look at the scoreboard right now, you'd think that Kahuku was losing just from body language, but keeping the ball in play.
Ground. Grounds. Just brushed it. Ineffective.
In the top of the trees, straight down the line. Has a really nice high contact point.
I can't remember the last time we've had a 20-20 double-double, but she has 18 digs right now, flirting with it. Rotation error here on Kahuku. It's the 4th one tonight. Alec Bunting was lobbying for it too, and he's actually calling it out. 15 in Arisen Fotu.
And this is the rotation that the setter in the right back has been leaving early a couple of times.
12 is looking on that side of 5. It's 12, 5, and 1.
Alec Bunting still lobbying for this spot. Lasina Manutai is counter-arguing the point. Bonnie Geisen is attending to the adjudicators who are keeping track of those rotations.
And the big rotation that I could see happening is 15 is on the right side of the libero, and sometimes it looks like she's a little bit moving her way towards the middle of the court.
And God bless the officials here tonight, because this is their 3rd match that they're working here this evening, which includes a 5-set varsity match. It's taken about 2.5 hours, and now another chat here with Marshall Molina and Bonnie Geisen. But this for another plot twist, huh?
Sometimes you got to go left to go right, and sometimes you got to go up to go down.
There's a lot of volleyball knowledge with all our officials. Of course, we see them so often on our OA and ILH broadcasts. And Marshall Molina was one of the volleyball officials of the year, voted by her peers and the Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame, and they're going to redo the point. So for all of that, we get a replay out of it. And so it is 4 serving 5. There's Alea Chu. Out it goes. Kotobalavu gets blocked. Saizon's there. Oh, Moyai shanked a bit, chased by Schilling. Free ball. And Alva'a there. There was a whistle from Bonnie Geisen, who was telling the assistant coach to sit down, and Chad Giesman. That came mid-match. Will the point count, or is it an inadvertent whistle during? Because the point counted. And Chad Giesman, who's been up and down the entire time, by the way, during the dead points of the matches, right? Between points, during timeouts. And now, Lasina Monotai was arguing, if that whistle came mid-point, it's an inadvertent whistle, you got to redo the point.
It's got to be a replay, right?
Does Karis get seatbelts, or? To the point.
We got to have another column in our stat sheet for replays. We've had a number of those here tonight.
Back to 5-5 now. In the middle, Kaufusi gets blocked by Alva'a. Getting her feet square, Kotobalavu diving after it is Sienna Lee. Her 36 dig, grounds, met there by Moyai. Schilling, new energy, Kotobalavu over the double block. There's Sienna Lee. Chu out for grounds. Chase down there again by Fotu. Out for Lahingo into the block, and the rally continues. Kotobalavu met there by Lee. Grounds a swing. Knocks it home.
This is like late rounds, 11th, 10th, 12th round in a title boxing match where everyone's exhausted, including the referees.
Grounds has all the kills here in this fifth set.
Wow.
She has 5 kills with the 6 total points. Swung around, there's Lee. Gone over a double block in front of Moyai.
Kogu's just kind of lost their steam, right? Lost that energy, lost that spark.
Moanalua just about the halfway point. And now up 3. Timeout Kahuku.
You know, and really easy if you're Kahuku to think, man, we just gave up 3 points in a row, right? 3 points in a row. On the other side, better just reframe. Next play, 8-5, there's lots of game left. And there's been a lot of long runs. We have time, just gotta clean it up a little bit. Take care of that first pass. They've got Kotobalavu out on the left side, really good offensive option.
And Moanalua on top by 3. Currently, this match has taken 2 hours and 31 minutes. And we started a little past 8 o'clock because JV game that was supposed to start at 5 o'clock. Started around 5:30. Kuku's bus came late, and understandably so, right? Because the bus is traveling 35 miles away, and because of the bus pickup and their schedule. Then that JV matchup went 3 sets, so went the distance. Then the white division match was a fairly close sweep won by Moanalua. And then this match itself is going to 5. And so all of that compounded together equates to some volleyball, a quarter till 11 o'clock here in the 808 state. Just getting through the mental exhaustion. Cannot imagine what these young women are going through on the floor. Moanalua currently on a 5-0 run. Trying to avoid the regular season sweep. They were swept by Kahuku in round number 1. Lahingoa's pass. Kaufusi popped up by Chu. Goes on rising up, met there by Schilling. Look to Balavu.
What a set there from Fotu. And then, I mean, she's running across the court and just rolls it up perfectly. And take a look at what Kotobalavu does with that. Really good creativity.
6 serving 8, Lahingoa lasers one over. Chu sets it out. Razan's there. Running here for Schilling, trying to turn it away from the block. Lee goes to ground. Got it. 22 for the sophomore.
And that was a really tough rotation for Moanalua. They got their lefty, Siazan, on the left. They had Grounds on the right, and now they get back to normal again.
Chased here by Fotu. Free ball here from Kaufusi. Stepping out. Oh, the campfire.
Hey, good decisions. She's the transition queen for this Moanalua team when they get free balls.
Moanalua in the red zone. Overpass. Waikiki. Timeout Kahuku. 11-6. Set 5. Just absolutely wild here tonight.
This might be the longest match we've ever done, I think, on OC16 for volleyball.
I think you're right.
A lot of good rallies, a lot of good defense, a lot of bench meetings and referee consultations,
Yeah.
conferences.
Yeah. How beneficial is it for these young players?
Tomorrow's a school day. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll fight back.
In a lot of ways, this Kahuku team, they're going to need some rest and repair and take care of some of the, I mean, what a fluky match for them here tonight, right?
You know, Kahuku got a lot of their success in the first 2 sets through their service pressure. Just an avalanche of aces through the first 2 sets. They have 10 total for the match. Moanalua on top 13-10 in that department. And from Moanalua hitting 333 in this 5th set. Neither team has hit this good of a hitting percentage this late into a set.
Serve for your grounds, hitting 281. Across the net, you got Kota Balavu, 189. Soliai Tui with 158. It's been a defensive battle.
With 188 combined digs tonight. Rounds hits it long. Can this be the run for Kahuku? To Ea Moiai. What a fabulous performance for her. A dozen digs on the night for the libero. And gets an ace!
First ace in a long time that I can remember, right? You talked about it. They've had 10 aces for a long time. That was number 11.
Timeout. Moanalua. Oh, let's see here. It was signaled by Bonnie Geisen.
Might be too, no, he's got 2, but it might have been too late.
Yeah.
She might be saying, hey. Let's say you got a certain amount of time there.
The ready for play whistle signaled. 23 combined aces. Lee, Chu, Waikiki. 11 kills for her.
Gotten better and better over the match. Breakout match.
Soliai Tui. Security blanket from the middle. Gets her 5th. Tilawana Tonga back on the floor. Soliai Tui, Schilling in that mix, along with Eleanor Lahingo, who's back on, number 11 in the red, here for Kahuku. Tonga sidewinds it over to grounds. Chu has to chase it down for Waikiki, who runs at it, got it off a cable. Another chase down here for Vendiola. And it's dying quick for Lee. Chu at the net, fought off by Felici. Tonga, middle, Soliai Tui off of Lee, then Chu, then Lee. A point here for Kahuku off a lift.
I'd be surprised if Kabanti doesn't call a timeout here. Maybe he forgot about it. He just wanted to, right?
They'll let it play out here. Kahuku within 2. Grounds, Chu. On over a double block, met there by Tonga. Veniola to Eleanor Lahingoa. Her first real swing, got a roll shot out of it. It bumps to Waikiki, off of Tonga, chased by Moiai. Here's Schilling the tip. Down from her knees is Chu. Here's Grounds. Free chance, Vendiola. Tonga out for Schilling. Off of Lee. Chu chased it for Waikiki. Swing into the net.
Oh, man. It's over the course of the rally, it's like you have this pot that's on the high heat, and after a while, it just overflows. You can't keep composed.
Like the game started for those young ladies. Kahuku still staying alive. This is incredible. We've done a lot of matches, a lot of 5-setters. This has just been such a roller coaster ride of emotions and storylines. And that guy has been flipping back and forth, filming the game, and he's been the unofficial protector of the cameras, by the way. Any ball that has gone long, he has been guarding it, right? Natalie Iwamoto, Associate's Athletic Director here.
You think she gets to come in late to work tomorrow? I hope so.
I hope so too, right? And her boss, right, Joe Kawachi, just out of frame. On the far right side right there, popping in, there you go. Joe Kawachi, a longtime athletic director here at Moanalua.
You know, a few years ago, there were a few athletic directors who kind of said, like, hey, athletic directors have crazy hours, right? Like, a lot of times here till 9, 10, 11 p.m. Makes sense that you show up at work maybe the next day at noon.
This match has gone 2 hours and 41 minutes so far. And still nothing completely settled. Goku took set 1 and 2, 25-22 and 25-23. Moanalua answered back in sets 3 and 4, 14 and 21. They lead by 1 here in set 5. Moanalua needs to win to kind of create a logjam. And maybe the #1 seed. Kahuku wins here and wins out. They are the #1 seed in the East. Lee gets it to ground. Into the block of Soliai Tui. Felici kept it alive. He's on, takes a rip and gets it. On her 8th kill tonight.
Really smart set there from Alea Chu. Has Cezanne on the right side. Such a good option to have that lefty on the right side. Makes it so much easier.
Big serves coming up. Here's Fonua. Schilling. Tonga. Soliai Tui tipped it towards Carey. Grounds. Gets it off a block. Tonga's got the frying pan dig out. Then pushed over by Eleanor Lahingoa. Carey is roofed. Soliai Tui roaring through the net. Gets a yellow card out of it. Soliai Tui.
Form block. Closes the seam. What's a yellow card?
Yellow here for Soliai Tui. Good call from the up official, Lachelle Molina. She had the bird's eye view of it and was pretty clear. But again, you know, can't blame the junior Soliai Tui. It's the amount of emotion she's put into this game, and a timeout taken by Moanalua. And now both teams emptying the bucket on timeouts.
I'll tell you, the true heroes are the two statisticians there at the desk, right? Like, someone should get them some Gatorade because there could be some finger cramps going on soon. They've written protests, they've written yellow cards, they've written delay of games, scoring.
And those right there, good on you two. Well done, thank you for your hard work and your efforts.
They found the change number on the jersey.
Yeah. Andrew Iovale, longtime PA announcer here. And, you know, our great crew as well. Paul, look alive, Paul. There you go. Here you go, Paul. John Chena, love him too, our entire crew. All of them working hard here in the late hours as we approach 11 o'clock here tonight.
And we're nearing the end. It's almost touchdown. We're almost landing the plane. It's been going up and around and all around.
This is going to put your tables up, right? Yeah. This has been wild, regardless of what happens. I mean, this will be a heck of a learning experience for both of these teams and maybe some fuel moving forward for what's to come. Still with 3 games left. Remember, this is the first of 4 volleyball games that we'll have for you on OC16 this week.
You know, and if you're a student athlete here who's been following this, just go to the OC16 truck after the match and ask for Dave Vinton. He'll write you a note so you don't have to go to school tomorrow. I promise.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Big serve here from Schilling. She's got 6 aces. Got it here to grounds. Lee to carry. It's down. And it's match point for Moanalua. Boy, I was waiting for it. Lau Hing-o's in front of her. Thought that she was going to get it and then ducked out of the way. The ones that have lasted have stood. Match point, Moanalua. George, Boyai, Tonga, Lau Hing-o. Free chance, not an easy one. Can grounds end it? Oh yeah! A 5-set battle and a regular season classic between Kahuku and Moanalua. And on the 68th swing, Sophia Grounds gets her 23rd kill, and the sophomore sends Salt Lake out a winner. 2 hours, 45 minutes. Sophia Grounds. A little surf and turf here from the 10th grader. The reverse sweep here for Big Blue. 25-22, 25-23. Kuku took sets 1 and 2, and then 14, 21, and 12, the final. As the Moanalua Nāmenehune evens up the regular season series after getting swept in round 1. They win this one in 5. It took 2 hours and 45 minutes of action. This was just wild here on this evening, and a big win here for Moanalua, Kev.
Yeah, amazing, right? The reverse sweep, one of the hardest things to do. Young Moanalua team dug themselves out of hole. I think they took full advantage of some of the circumstances that were out of the control. They just an out of control match here tonight.
First 5-set match between these two since the HHSA quarterfinal round. Kahuku won that one. Moanalua wins this one in 2025. And the Hawaii Honda-Deers Impact player is a 10th grader, Sophia Grounds, with Jimmy Bender.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Sophia, what a match. I mean, they just talked about, the first 2 sets were pretty tight. But boy, sets 3 and 4, you guys came out gunning and really took control of this match. Talk about that momentum change there.
I think it was our coach. Like, all of us, he said, like, we need a lot more energy, and it's just, like, the team was like, okay, we need to, like, lock in. And it was just, like, we had the energy, and we just, like pushed through it. And that was, like, we've been working really hard for this, and I think it was a very team effort.
5 sets, 23 kills for you. You don't seem tired at all. Where does this energy come from?
I think it's just the energy. Like, this whole, like, crowd and our team energy, like, just brings so much, like, energy to me. It's just amazing. I love this, like, team.
What is a win like this, especially getting a reverse sweep against them after they beat you the first time? What does this do for you guys for the rest of the season?
This is going to make us, like, push harder and, like, keep our momentum going, and it's going to bring up, like, our courage much more, and we can do it.
Hey, ladies, you want to say hi to her? Oh, they got cupcakes! They got cupcakes! Everybody gets a cupcake.
Oh, they're going to cake the sophomore. Oh. There you go. Well, a good time to get cake on your face, I guess, here, because in that 5th set, boy, man, give her all the candles. She had 7 of her 23 kills, Kev, in that 5th set, and almost had a 20-20 double-double.
Yeah, you talked about the surf and turf. I thought it was the ground and pound game. Much like an MMA fight here tonight, it was down and dirty, lots of physicality, lots of grit and determination, and this Moanalua team just could not be held down, and Sophia Grounds really a mainstay throughout the night.
As a team, Moanalua only had 4 hitting errors in that 5th set. They had 265. It's the best hitting percentage from either team in any of the sets that they've played so far. That helped equate them to picking up the win here tonight. For the Red Raiders, still 3 games to go. Still have a chance to get the #1 seed in the East. Here's the Hawaii Honda-Leaders impact player. The efforts here tonight, phenomenal yet again. Here from Haley Kotobalavu, especially in that 4th set, almost stealing the match away. She gets a double-double, 12 and 19 this evening.
And the crazy thing is we hardly saw her play at all in the 5th set, right? They changed up the lineup once again. I think if I look at this team, I think I put the 2 sophomores in there. Schilling, Kotobalavu, let them really carry a lot of the ball control, the serving, all those unsung hero roles. You're in good shape with the future. Yeah, interesting thing, our 2 players to watch were the 2 X factors we talked about before the match.
That's right, and 2 of the 3 total players on the floor that had 10 or more kills. Mia Waikiki had 11 for Moanalua. Those are the only 3 that had double-digit kills here tonight. Time now for the Taco Bell play of the game. And how about Kingston Alva'a? Work the middle, fire it through. Got a fireball here for the former Red Raider, now Namenihune member. Alva'a just had 1 hitting error. She had 500, 5 kills on 8 swings, a couple of digs, a couple of blocks as well. Just teeing off from the middle. Moanalua next 3 games at Kalani, Kalaheo, Farrington. Tiebreakers could come into effect if both teams win out. As it sits right now, each of them at 6-1 at the top of the OIA Division I East standings. But we're not done yet. Post-game show is coming up here. 2 more segments before we say aloha. This was a classic. 2 hours and 45 minutes later at Salt Lake during homecoming week to pick up the win.
From Spectrum OC16, it's the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
Back on campus here at Moanalua as the home team reverse sweeps Kahuku, hands them their first loss of the season. A thrilling matchup, and not just the attacks at the net, but behind the service lines here for Moanalua. Only had 6 aces the last time that these 2 teams met. Well, they doubled it and then some, 13 in total. This was a vital part of Moanalua's success here tonight.
And I think it's really the game plan going forward throughout the year. I think you got to grip it and rip it. You got to have a short memory. You got to take some chances because the offenses throughout the state, including Iolani, Kamehameha, Punahou, and Kahuku, are so good, right? So you got to neutralize them somehow. And Moanalua did exactly that here tonight.
It was the Moanalua Aces and the blocks as well. 7 in total for this group. They hit 160 on the night. Let's give you some more numbers. Mia Waikiki, as we mentioned, 11 kills. Sophia Groundsport in 23 for Moanalua. Sienna Lee, by the way, had 40 digs this evening. When are we going to see a 40 burger?
Digs?
That's crazy, right?
That's like the most.
Exactly.
The mostest.
Meantime, here for Kahuku, 5 players had double-digit digs. Makamai Schilling had 8 kills to go along with 26 of those aforementioned digs and 6 aces on the night. By the way, in total, we saw 200 combined digs this evening. 103 for Moanalua, 97 for Kahuku. Felipe, Kevin, Jimmy, all right. Moving forward now, 3 games to go. How much does this uplift both of these teams? Because both of them played hard. How much does that uplift them with the playoffs looming now?
You feel like this is like a Lord of the Rings. This is like movie number 2. And it was just topsy-turvy, and there was all kinds of craziness. And then you end the movie, and you go, what? There's like 2 more movies in the series?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel.
And here's our Frodo, Jimmy Bender.
This is my precious. Look, here's the deal, guys. I'm going to steal a line from our very own Kevin Wong from the very beginning of this game. This is as good as it gets tonight. And boy, was it. And it was great for Kahuku early on, right? I mean, look at Lamona Lauhingoa. She's turning what looks like trouble into some early points for the Red Raiders in set number 1. They would go on to win that one. But yeah, the transition there, working it to perfection. In set number 2, it's the aces. This is going to be Haley Kotobalavu. She's going to, right off the tape. How many times did we see that tonight? In fact, I think Kevin said we might have a record in the number of aces that tickled off the tape there. A call has been made to the Guinness Book of World Records. We're not 100% sure, but in the end, Moanalua makes the comeback, and this is in set number 5. Huge pivotal point here. You're going to see the put down there from Mia Waikiki on the overpass. and that's a backbreaker right there for the Red Raiders. Reverse sweep and the call to Guinness Book of World Records. We had it all tonight.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, you nailed it around there. The bingo card, check every one of those boxes up. This was something to remember. And we'll wrap it up when you come back here. The beginning of a long high school week of sports on the hard court and on the gridiron. And sometimes it's birthday celebrations here for Natalia Pagan. Happy birthday, Natalia. We wrap it up when you come back.
Welcome back to the Hawaiian Financial FCU post-game show.
Programming note, we're back with you tomorrow at Charles B. Wong Gymnasium on the campus of Les Jardins, double dipping in the ILH Division II. It's Sacred Hearts and Les Jardins. Then it's Damien and University Laboratory. University Laboratory still undefeated in league play. Game Day Hawaii, 4:45 p.m. from the east side of Oahu. We'll see you there on Spectrum OC16. Special thanks to Joe Kawachi, Natalie Iwamoto, Principal Robin Martin, everyone here at Moanalua. Happy homecoming. Time now for a little thing like to call Match Points, brought to you by Popeyes. Appreciate you, Popeyes. Love that chicken. All right, one final thought from all of us. I'll make it quick. Our crew, amazing. Been here since around 1 o'clock. 10-hour day, maybe a little longer. We love you, appreciate you. If at Les Jardins, I hope we see that bulldog. So whatever student's going to dress up as a bulldog, we want to see you there. I hope we see you there tomorrow.
My quick one, right? You see the drone footage. You see all of the different amenities and venues here at this school. It's a pretty special thing, right? To have something that's got and it's not just sports, but it is sports. And then you've got the, arts and entertainment and singing and academics and all the different things. This is a really special school, and we're happy to have it in the community.
Amen. Jimmy.
Real quick, I want to give a shout-out to the Melchor family from Kauai. Nainoa is a stud running back at Kamehameha. Had a great game against Punho this weekend, scoring 3 touchdowns. Yesterday, I was on Kauai with his dad, John, who's the IBEW Local 1186 rep for Kauai. Had the picnic over there with them. We MC at Cutmaster Spaz Night every year. And Pops was super proud of his son, and can't wait to see them on TV maybe again sometime soon.
And we will, because October 4th will be up on the hill for St. Louis and Kamehameha, and they got a good win against Punho this past weekend, 31-30. So shout out to the Melchor family as well. And also shout out Ryobi, #1 fan in America. We're going to see all of you tomorrow at Les Jardins for a doubleheader in ILH girls volleyball. Shout out Arian, we love you. Great assistant coach of the JV side. Moalua reverse sweeps here tonight. With Kevin Wong, Jimmy Bender, our producer Dave Vinton, our director Matt Cordero, the outstanding women and men of our OC16 crew. Felipe Ojastro. Support high school sports. So long in Salt Lake.